India has a quiet kidney crisis that most people are not aware of. The Indian Council of Medical Research estimates that chronic kidney disease now affects approximately 17% of Indian adult population. That is 1 in every 6 people, and the most heartbreaking part of this is the majority of these individuals are eating what they genuinely believe is healthy, balanced diet and are completely unaware that specific proteins they consume every single day are accelerating the kidney damage. Every protein you eat is processed by your kidneys. The waste product of protein metabolism, including urea, nitrogen compounds, phosphorus and uric acid, must be filtered from the blood and eliminated through urine. When kidney function is compromised, every meal becomes either a burden or a form of support, and the difference between two depends almost entirely on which protein you choose. So in this video, I'm going to show you 6 protein sources that are silently overloading compromised kidneys inside most Indian households, and then 4 protein sources that are genuinely safe and in some cases are actively healing. And also one simple morning habit that directly supports kidney filtration. So this is not a video telling you to avoid protein, it is a video about choosing the right one. Let's first talk about the biology. When kidney filtration capacity declines, the glomerular filtration rate drops from 90 milliliters per minute in a healthy kidney to 30 to 60 in CKD stage 3 and 15 to 30 in stage 4. Every protein choice is processed against the reduced capacity. Protein that generate excess phosphorus, purines, nitrogen or sodium ask a system already working below capacity to work even harder. The right proteins deliver essential amino acids while generating the minimum filtration burden. That distinction is the entire science of kidney nutrition. So now let's talk about 6 proteins that you must avoid, and on number 6 is mutton or red meat. Mutton is one of the most commonly consumed animal proteins in India and one of the most consistently harmful for kidney patients. Red meat is extremely high in purines, compounds that the body converts into uric acid during metabolism. When uric acid cannot be cleared by compromised kidneys, it accumulates in the blood, deposits in the joints causing gout, and accelerates glomerular damage through tubular inflammation. A single serving of mutton delivers between 100 and 160 milligrams of purines alongside approximately 200 milligrams of phosphorus per 100 grams. When phosphorus accumulates, parathyroid hormone pulls calcium from the bones to rebalance the ratio, driving vascular calcification and bone disease. Saturated fat adds to endothelial inflammation in the renal microvasculature on top of this. Mutton is a triple threat: purines, phosphorus and inflammatory fat, arriving simultaneously with every serving. On number 5 is Rajma or kidney beans. There is an almost painful irony in the fact that kidney beans are among the most dangerous foods for people whose kidneys are compromised. A single cup of cooked rajma contains over 600 milligrams of potassium. When kidney function declines, potassium excretion decreases proportionately. Potassium that cannot be eliminated accumulates in the blood, disrupts the electrical conduction system of the heart, and in severe cases participates in sudden cardiac arrest. Hyperkalemia is one of the most common life-threatening complications of advanced CKD, and dietary potassium from rajma is a primary driver. The canned varieties add 300 to 500 milligrams of sodium per serving on top of this. On top of this, compounding fluid retention and hypertensive stress occurs simultaneously. On number 4 is Masoor Dal or red lentils. Masoor Dal is the most widely used dal across India and cooked daily in enormous quantities in every region. For people with healthy kidneys, it is nutritious. But for CKD patients, it is one of the most potassium and phosphorus dense foods in the regular Indian diet. One cooked cup contains over 700 milligrams of potassium and 350 milligrams of phosphorus, a mineral load that a kidney functioning at 40 to 50% capacity cannot clear. The consequence is progressive mineral imbalance, driving bone disease and cardiovascular calcification. Most households cook dal in the same water they boil it in, retaining the full mineral load. Simply boiling and discarding the water reduces the potassium to 30 to 40%, but even with this precaution, Masoor Dal must be dramatically portioned and discussed with a nephrologist in later stages of CKD. On number 3 is whey protein supplements. The fitness culture driving whey protein supplement consumption across Indian urban centers has created a serious problem for people with undiagnosed or early stage kidney disease. Whey protein isolates deliver a concentrated, rapidly absorbed nitrogen load that a compromised kidney must convert to urea and clear under pressure. In a healthy kidney, this is unremarkable. In a reduced filtration system, the nitrogen surge overwhelms clearance capacity, raising blood urea nitrogen progressively with every serving. Additionally, most whey supplements contain inorganic phosphate compounds absorbed at nearly 100% efficiency compared to 40 to 60% of naturally occurring phosphorus in whole foods. The actual phosphorus burden is significantly higher than the label suggests, and for kidney patients, using these supplements daily is an accelerant of exactly the vascular calcification and bone disease that CKD already produces. On number 2 is processed sausages and packaged meat products. Packaged sausages and ready-to-eat meat products represent a combination of 3 simultaneous chemical threats in a single serving. The sodium content, specifically 400 to 700 milligrams per sausage, consumes a third of CKD patients' entire daily allowance in one food item, driving fluid retention and damaging glomerular capillaries through sustained hypertensive pressure. The synthetic inorganic phosphate additives used as a preservatives and texture agents are absorbed at nearly 100% efficiency, spiking blood phosphorus faster than any natural food source. Nitrate preservatives add vascular inflammation in the renal microvasculature on top of this. 3 distinct damage mechanisms from one convenient package. And now on number 1, we have whole chana and chickpeas. Whole chana, both kala chana and kabuli chana, is consistently promoted in Indian nutritional discourse as a superfood. For individuals with compromised kidney function, it carries among the highest phosphorus and potassium loads any commonly consumed Indian protein, approximately 400 milligrams of phosphorus and 500 milligrams of potassium per cooked cup. Chana also digests slowly, meaning the nitrogen waste from the protein content creates a sustained filtration demand rather than discrete spike. Charak Samhita describes mudga, that is Moong bean, as laghu and chana as guru heavy and difficult to digest and suitable only for those with strong digestive capacity. Modern nephrology arrives at the same conclusion through different mechanisms. For compromised kidney, whole chana requires a significant restriction. So, if your body cannot digest these 6 proteins, then these are the simpler proteins that your body can opt for. On number 4 is egg whites. Egg white is the gold standard kidney safe protein in clinical nutrition. The protein in egg white is albumin with a biological value of 100, meaning the body uses essentially all of it and generates minimum metabolic waste for the kidneys to filter. A single large egg white provides 3.5 grams of complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids with only 10 milligrams of phosphorus compared to 86 milligrams in the whole egg. By removing the yolk, a CKD patient reduces phosphorus load by 88% while retaining the full amino acid profile. Egg whites contain virtually no purines and no saturated fats. 3 to 4 egg whites daily, boiled or lightly steamed without oil, provide meaningful protein with the lowest filtration burden of any animal protein available. On number 3 is yellow moong dal or Dhuli moong. Among all moong dals consumed in India, Dhuli yellow moong dal has the lowest potassium and phosphorus content. Confirmed by clinical nephrologists as the safest plant-based protein source of CKD patients across most stages of the diseases. Its soluble fiber performs a specific function in kidney patients. It binds uremic toxins in the digestive tract and carries them out through the intestine, reducing the filtration burden on the kidney by handling the same waste at the digestive level. Moong dal khichdi combines yellow moong dal with white rice to create a complete amino acid profile from two incomplete plant proteins, covering all essential amino acids without the potassium surge of higher risk dals. Soaking for 4 hours and discarding the soaking water reduces mineral content further. So this is one of the best protein options vegetarians can opt for. On number 2, we have fresh Indian fish, that is Rohu and Pomfret. For non-vegetarian CKD patients, transitioning from mutton to fresh Indian fish is one of the most impactful single dietary changes possible. A 100 gram serving of Rohu provides 17 to 19 grams of complete protein with approximately 170 milligrams of phosphorus, significantly lower than 200 milligrams or more in an equivalent serving of mutton. The omega-3 fatty acids in fresh fish, specifically EPA and DHA, have documented anti-inflammatory effects on glomerular epithelium, the precise tissue that CKD progressively damages. Selenium and vitamin B12 support mitochondrial function in renal tubular cells at the cellular level where the kidney filtration actually occurs. 1 or 2 servings weekly of steamed or lightly grilled Rohu or Pomfret without high sodium marinades provides targeted anti-inflammatory support alongside protein. Always fresh, salted or dried fish varieties carry sodium load that create their own serious problems. And now on number 1 is tofu. Tofu delivers 9 to 10 grams of plant-based protein per half cup of phosphorus bioavailability that is lower than most animal protein because plant-based phosphorus is partially bound to phytate compounds that human intestine cannot fully absorb. The actual blood phosphorus impact is lower than the raw number suggests. Tofu's soy isoflavones, specifically genistein and diaxin, reduce the production of transforming growth factor beta and protein that drives renal fibrosis, which is the scarring process through which CKD progressively destroys functional kidney tissue. Unlike animal proteins that produce a lactic acid load after metabolism, tofu has a nearly neutral acid effect, reducing the kidney's need to manage acid-base balance, a filtration demand that already stressed kidneys handle poorly. Firm tofu can be baked, added to curries, or crumbled into preparations similar to paneer using minimal sodium and no heavy marinades. Now let's talk about the bonus habit, that is the 20 minutes morning walk. Physical movement increases cardiac output, which improves blood flow through the renal vasculature. Better renal blood flow means more oxygen and nutrient delivery to the nephrons that are still functioning and more efficient clearance of accumulated waste between filtration cycles. A study published in American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that regular moderate physical activity was associated with significantly slower GFR decline, unlike high intensity exercise, which produces lactic acid and cortisol that add to the filtration burden. A 20-minute morning walk generates more significant metabolic acid load. It also improves insulin sensitivity and blood pressure regulation, the two most common comorbid conditions driving CKD progression in India. So tomorrow morning before the day begins, step outside and walk. 20 minutes at any comfortable pace. Your kidneys will receive more oxygen and more clearance support with every single walk at zero cost and with no side effects. So this was today's videos about 6 protein foods that you should not consume for your kidney health and foods that are good for your kidney health. And if you like this video, let me know in the comment section what other foods or diseases would you want me to talk about. And as we always say, it's never just a diet, it's always a lifestyle. So stay healthy, stay fit, stay grateful and stay blessed.